Hey friends, so it's Christy with Little Roots Ranch, and these are some beautiful roses. And today is how I'm gonna turn these cut flowers into having my own rose bushes. Now, this is kind of a funny story. I generally know a lot about propagating plants, but honestly, flowers would be my weakness. And so, to give the backstory, my daughter had a birthday in January, and she was given by me some roses, and they were so pretty. But I was unwrapping them, and I noticed that one of them had like a little growth on it, and the flowers were so beautiful, the roses, and so I didn't have time to like research it or whatever, but I just snipped it off and I put it in some water, and I didn't think it would really do anything, but it just seemed kind of fun or whatever. And I expected it to die, and I didn't research it. And all of a sudden I started getting more and more leaves on there. And so this is actually it. I'll come closer so you can see. So let me pull this out. When I first had it, see the darker leaves right here? Those were sorry, my hands are dirty. I was doing strawberries this morning. But all these other leaves are all new. And if you look at the bottom, you see those roots. And there's one like little hanging down. You can see it against my shirt. And I was like, whoa, it actually works. I guess if I would have looked it up, I could have realized that. But I didn't. And it's been now, what, almost 2 months, and it's still going strong. So I'm getting ready to put it into a pot so that I could, so that I can have beautiful roses. But then I thought to myself, boy, I wonder if I could do that with other roses. So I researched it, and it's a fairly common way, which was news to me, which is weird because I feel like I know I've done that with rosemary and stuff like that, but nonetheless. So then, same daughter, she had a solo position in band, and she played the piano, and her best friend gave her some flowers. And so I asked her if when she's done with them, if I could have them, and I was gonna cut them up, and I was going to have bushes, try to grow rose bushes so that she could always enjoy them forever. And she thought that was a great idea. And so here we are today. So I'm just cutting those open. But you can see the flowers here. There's like bright pink and like a pinkish orange, like apricot-ish color, white, and then white with pink on the tips. And so I'm going to write down the colors on my little sticky notes, and then I'm going to put them on the container. So hold on just a second. Okay, so I've got all the colors done. This is so that I don't forget what's what for when I'm putting them in my garden. And I'm just using these little mason jars. And so I'm gonna put the Post-it around there and secure it with a rubber band. So that way I always know which one is which. And then I'm going to open up those roses and unfortunately cut them because I want the stems. And so I'm looking for about 6 to 8 inch long stems. Could be shorter, obviously my first one was. And then, with a bunch of like little leaf nodes or whatever. So let me get this. I need to steal a rubber band from here if I don't struggle with it and knock everything over. Come on. Come on. Okay, this is the world's longest rubber band in history. Anyways. All right. So I think we're gonna start with the light, like the orange, almost pinkish color because I love that color the most. Let's see here. So I'm gonna take this, cut this. And these are just, of course, from the grocery store. All right. So this is that color. It's really pretty. So I'm gonna grab all of those out as I drop leaves everywhere and poke myself. There's another one. Here's another one. And these can be taken from any kind of roses, I believe. Again, like I said, I did the first one by accident, and then I realized that I loved it and wanted to do more. So that's what we're doing today. And so these are the 4 that are that beautiful color, and I really love that color. So what I'm gonna do is spread them out, and you can see like the little leaf nodes here. I think you can see them at least going down here, 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 here. And this was one of the ones that I had taken off. But, so what I'm gonna do is cut it at an angle on the bottom, which would be something you would do even if you just brought home fresh flowers or whatever. And then the sad part, I'm going to clip off the top. And so I feel really bad about that, but that's okay. Put it in my ear. Okay, it's gonna fall out. But, and so I have this, so I can make 2 pieces, or I can just have one. I think I'm gonna try and do 2. Especially, I don't know how long. Let's see. Okay. So there's going to be 1, and I'm gonna put that in light orange pink. And then for this one, I actually should have cut it a little bit lower. I don't know if you can see on me. I should have cut it a little bit lower. I realized it as I was cutting it, but I already did the mark. But this will be in the water, so I'm gonna go ahead and just rip that off so that way it doesn't like rot or whatever. And so I'm gonna put that in there, and then I'm gonna do that to the other 3. So I'll put it in fast mode while I do that. Quickly cutting up all the other roses. Okay, so I got all 4 of those done, and the flowers are so beautiful. I hated cutting them off, but then I've got this monster here, as you could see. So I've got my label and I've got all my pieces. Now, admittedly, these flowers have been used, so they're not the best candidates, so I'm not sure how it's gonna work out, but I'm really excited for that. I know fresher roses, obviously, it works a lot better. But what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna add water, room temperature water, because I don't wanna shock them. Fresh out my tap is going to be a lot colder. So I'm gonna put it on warm a little, like lukewarm-ish, and make sure that it about matches ambient temperature. And then this is the most important part, is that you want to change the water every single day. Every single day. And the reason why is that when the water comes out of the tap, it's got oxygen in it. And then once it sits, the oxygen makes its way out. But every day you have to change the water so that it's fresh oxygenated water. I guess you could blow bubbles and I don't know, just change it out every day. It also prevents, like, just makes it nice and clean and stuff like that. Make sure algae doesn't grow, because I set it by my window. And I noticed the other one that's been there for 2 months had a little bit of green, so I scrubbed that out. But that's what's really important. And then I think it takes about a month or so until you start seeing growth and like those little roots. And then you want to slowly add soil and then pot it up. So it's a really great way if you receive a rose that you really love and you want to grow a plant out of it, then then you can do that. And so that's a really exciting way. And for me, it's really rainy today and I'm kind of stuck inside. And so I thought, you know what? It would be great to go ahead and propagate those roses. So thank you for watching. If you've ever propagated roses and you learned anything, drop that down below. And you know, I guess you can't really post any pictures. I say I'd love to see the pictures. Another thing I wanted to add is I think a lot of people use root hormone. I don't ever use root hormone with anything. Not for any reason, I guess. I really haven't ever looked into it. I just don't know anything about it. But with the other one, it did really great and I didn't use anything. So I'm just gonna use water and change it every day with these ones too. Thank you for watching. Bye.